The South Florida listeners, they don't know my background in a way. They never saw me as a little girl playing in these great halls. And my whole story, which was like famous in Russia sometime, was cut out for the South Florida listeners. So they just accept me as I am, who I am now.
Concert pianist Polina Osetinskaya has been dazzling audiences in her homeland Russia since she gave her first public concert at age 6. She continues to actively perform with leading Russian and foreign orchestras, including Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra, St. Petersburg Orchestra, and Moscow Symphony Orchestra.
I always would go to the stage like it's my home, or it's like my place. I would say the rest of the places is not mine, but the stage is mine. That's the place where I can really be myself.
South Florida has recently become a second home to this Russian musical artist, where her base of adoring fans is steadily growing.
I was invited to a concert she was giving here, and I was absolutely astounded by her remarkable talent. She's an artist not only of stellar technical accomplishment, but real musical personality and individuality.
Grammy award-winning jazz saxophonist Carlos Averhoff is also taken by Polina's musical genius.
I have been involved in classical music since I started my career as a musician. And I have heard a lot of great piano players during my whole life. Polina is a very difficult combination of nice things. When you combine that absolute control, technical control with the fingers, control of the style, acknowledgement of the styles, she knew what she was playing, and the passion she was putting in every note she was playing. That combination is absolutely necessary for a good product.
Polina began playing the piano at age 5. She gave her first public concert in Vilnius, Lithuania, in the Great Hall at 6. After that, this child prodigy performed with world-famous orchestras and conductors. Famed performers Van Cliburn and Yehudi Menuhin have visited Leningrad to watch her perform.
When I was a little girl, I practiced from 14 to 16 hours a day. And now, in order to maintain the shape, it can be like 2-3 hours, but in order to grow and go forward, it's like maybe 5 or 6 hours, I would say.
Polina's life as a cherished concert pianist has had its share of bitterness as well. She's written about her severely abusive father and manager in her best-selling book, Farewell Sadness.
Because I was a child prodigy and he would be managing me and teaching me at the same time since I was 5 years. He wanted to make a great pianist out of me, even though he never played piano himself and he never knew how to do it. I ran away from home when I was 12 because I just couldn't be there anymore. The book was very helpful to me, yes. It was like going to a psychiatrist and just leave it all there and being free.
Polina, who recently gave birth to her own child, Alexandra, has become involved with the Miami Conservatory of Music in Coconut Grove, where she now gives concerts and master classes to young pianists.
This is a wonderful opportunity to them. First, also the fact that they are in a very intimate place, that they can meet the person, spoke beyond the music with that person, and having that artist sharing the experience, sharing the emotion, sharing the passion and the love of music that they have, and transmit that to the students. It's a one-on-one situation, and they learn a lot about the profession.
I would suggest that you would look more precise at the tempo.
I just wait for the masterclass with her, because it's amazing to hear from her, things that she has to say, And everybody doesn't get this opportunity to meet someone that important and that good in playing and talented. So I'm really glad, and I do learn a lot from her.
Polina describes the feeling of being in the midst of one of her intense performances.
You have a lot of power at the moment, like a wizard, and you can use it for good things or you can use it for bad things. It depends on the person. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use this power for good things, and that gives me so much I couldn't tell you. And it's always work together with the audience, because you send them something and you give it back, and then you send it like 10 times more and you return it 100 times more. That's what we made for each other, artists and the audience.
For more information about classical pianist Polina Osetinskaya, visit miamiconservatoryofmusic.com or call 305-442-2283.
The preceding program was a production of WLRN Public Television.